Have you ever noticed how some women just completely melt right after a hug? Like 1 second she's normal, chatting casually, and the next her whole energy shifts. Her eyes get softer, her breathing gets a little quicker, her body relaxes into something almost vulnerable, and suddenly you're left standing there thinking, what the hell just happened? Why don't my hugs ever do that to anyone? The brutal, cold hard truth most guys refuse to face is this: the vast majority of men are completely wasting one of the most powerful, under the radar seduction weapons in existence. They treat a hug like some polite, friendly afterthought instead of the explosive 3 to 5 second window it actually is. I'm Sally, and in this video, I'm going to lay out the 5 psychological triggers that can transform your average, forgettable hug into pure, undeniable sexual tension that lingers in her mind for days. Pay very close attention because the last trigger is so damn explosive that 90% of men never even notice it exists. Yet it's the exact thing that separates the guys she forgets in 5 minutes from the ones she can't stop replaying in her head all week long. If you're ready to stop being just another nice guy and start becoming the man who leaves her rattled in the best way possible, stick around till the end. Look, let's be real. A hug is never just a hug. It's an invisible battlefield of attraction, a short but intense game of seduction where, in those few seconds, she subconsciously decides whether you're safe but boring friend zone material or the dangerous magnetic guy who's going to invade her thoughts, make her heart race, and keep her wondering what happens next. When you hug like a coward, quick, loose, awkward pats on the back like you're afraid to actually touch her, you get discarded instantly, friend-zoned, forgotten, done. But when you hug like a man who knows exactly what he's doing, who owns the moment without apology, her body reacts before her logical brain can even process it. Something visceral kicks in. Her pulse quickens, heat builds, and she starts feeling things she can't quite explain yet desperately wants more of. So let's destroy that mediocrity right here and now. If any of this is already hitting home, smash that like button. It tells the algorithm to show this to more guys who need to wake up. And if you're new here, hit subscribe and turn on notifications because we're about to go deep into the kind of forbidden knowledge most dating channels are too scared to touch. Number 1, back dominance. Forget that weak, half-hearted pat on the back nonsense most guys do. It's the fastest way to kill any spark. Instead, when you pull her in, place one hand firmly, possessively right in the center of her upper back, exactly between her shoulder blades. Press with real masculine intention, not aggressive, but confident, present, unapologetic. Why this spot specifically? Because that's where so much of her repressed sexual tension hides. It's the anatomical sweet spot, where the female nervous system lights up for masculine dominance without her ever having to say a word. When you apply that steady, intentional pressure, her primitive brain gets the message loud and clear. This man knows how to hold me. This man can lead without needing to prove it with brute force. It's biology in action. Testosterone meeting estrogen, alpha energy meeting feminine surrender. Her reptilian brain instantly clocks you as high value, and her body softens, melts, relaxes into you almost against her will. Later, she'll be replaying it thinking, damn, why do his hugs hit me so hard? Why does my body react like that around him? That's the power of back dominance. Master this one alone, and you'll already be miles ahead of 95% of guys out there. If you're feeling that spark of recognition right now, drop a like below, because the next trigger is going to completely change how you think about timing in every interaction. Number 2, the time provocation. Most men hug like they're terrified, quick, rushed, pulling away the second it starts feeling too much, like they're defusing a bomb. Pathetic. But the real magic happens when you hold her for just half a second longer than feels comfortable. That tiny extension of time is everything. It's the razor-thin line between, "Aw, how cute," and "Oh my God, why am I suddenly so flustered and turned on?" In that extra half second, her mind races. First, he's still holding me. Then, wait, this feels different. Then the heat starts rising. Her cheeks flush, her breathing changes, that urge builds to press herself even closer without knowing why. It's not about being creepy or invasive, it's about showing zero shame in your desire. You're not apologizing for being a sexual man. You're occupying her space with calm conviction. Most guys bail early because they're scared of rejection or looking thirsty. But that insecurity, it murders attraction instantly. When you hold on with quiet confidence, you're wordlessly communicating, I want you. And you're going to be thinking about the way my body felt against yours long after I walk away. That single delayed release creates fire that burns slow and deep. Number 3, breathing control. While you're holding her chest to chest, take a slow, deep, deliberate breath. Let her feel your chest expand and fall against hers in perfect rhythm. It sounds like a tiny detail, right? Wrong. This is one of the most underrated signs of masculine sexual dominance. Women can smell nervousness from a mile away. They feel it in shallow, jittery breaths, tense shoulders, hesitant energy. But when you breathe like a calm, centered predator, slow, deep, completely in control, something primal wakes up inside her. It's nervous system co-regulation in real time. Your calm hijacks hers. When you're grounded and present, she instinctively surrenders. When women talk about that guy who really gets under their skin, they say things like, he has this insane sexual presence, or I feel completely vulnerable but safe around him. That power doesn't come from six-pack abs or money. It comes from raw presence, from controlled breathing that broadcasts absolute masculine certainty. And here's the real gold. The moment she relaxes fully into your arms, her body is silently screaming, I trust you to dominate me. Trust is the hidden gateway to uncontrollable desire. Master your breath, and you master her response. If this is clicking for you, hit like and subscribe right now. The next 2 triggers are even more dangerous, and you don't want to miss what comes next in the series. Number 4, the forbidden touch. This is the one every woman will deny she wants and but deep down craves. As you're hugging, turn your head just slightly so your cheek slowly, very slowly brushes against hers. Feel the softness of her skin, the warmth, the subtle texture, like you're on the verge of whispering the most forbidden secret in the world. Don't speak. Just let that contact linger for a beat. Her brain short circuits. Facial touch is pure sexual territory. It's raw, intimate, reserved for real chemistry and real desire. By letting your cheek glide against hers, you're deliberately crossing the line of platonic on purpose, invading her most personal space without asking. And what does she do? She gets obsessed. Did he mean to do that? Is he about to kiss me? Why the hell am I so turned on right now? That one innocent but not innocent touch plants the seed of full-blown sexual fantasy. She starts imagining your lips on hers, your hands exploring, you taking full control. Scientifically, skin-to-skin contact like this spikes oxytocin and dopamine, wiring her brain to associate you with pleasure and danger. This is the kind of explosive trigger I break down in detail inside my guide, Attraction Secrets, where I teach exactly how to create lasting female obsession using real sexual psychology, not pickup artist tricks. Number 5, the departure torture. Never yank away all at once. That's amateur hour. Instead, let your body separate millimeter by millimeter, slow and torturously deliberate, maximizing the delicious suffering of anticipation. Draw it out with control, letting the tension build until it's almost unbearable. When you finally pull back, she should be completely rattled. Hotter, wetter with unspoken desire, more addicted to your presence than before. Women lose their minds over a man who knows how to prolong pleasure without rushing. It makes her feel intensely desired without you saying a word. It teases her without begging. It proves you're not like those desperate, needy guys chasing validation. You're the prize. She's the one who now craves more. Most men live their whole lives being mediocre with women, hugging like scared boys, missing every golden opportunity, ending up heartbroken in the friend zone wondering why they're never chosen. But not you, not anymore. You've just been handed forbidden knowledge that turns ordinary hugs into weapons of mass seduction. If you want to become the kind of dangerous, unforgettable man who makes women lose control just by stepping into the room, subscribe to this channel right now and hit the bell. The very next video drops the secret signs that show when she's desperately waiting for you to make the next move. Don't miss it. Wake up, evolve, take control. Like this video if you're ready to stop wasting hugs, subscribe for more raw truth, and drop a comment. Which trigger are you trying first? I'll see you in the next one.